Daoism was started before, recorded history, but the sort of historical sort of record was actually started about 2,500 years ago, and it was by a person who there's really no historical account of his life, but his name was Lao Tzu, and he was a wise man who lived in the government, worked for the government in charge of the archives, and one day he became disenchanted with the way the government was treating the people, how disconnected they were, and how much power they had over the people, and he decided to just leave the palace and just go into the desert and mountain, just meditate, But the gatekeeper recognized him as being very wise, and he tried to convince Lao Tzu to write down his wisdom. But Lao Tzu said, no, it cannot be expressed in words, it cannot be put down because it wouldn't be it would miss the mark. But the gatekeeper insisted, and finally before he left, the legend goes that he wrote on a bamboo tablet these 81 chapters called the Tao Te Ching. The Tao means the way, this, virtue, D-E, and Jing, it means classic, so it means virtuous classic.
Okay. And
then he was gone, never to be seen again. And what he left was, it's called the Tao Te Ching. And there's just in 81 chapters in almost like poetry fashion, and it's just a very condensed sort of, almost like capturing the essence of the Tao in a way. And the first chapter is very, I think says it all, because I'll just read the first line, and this is, the Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. So those say, so if you talk about it, it's not it. Or if you try to describe it, it's not it. And the only way you can really, what is this? Is to really experience it. So it's a form of self-cultivation. It's just forcing us to look inward, to discover within our heart. And that is our whole sort of journey. To me, it's a journey back to the source, The yin yang, is based on the Tai Chi, and that represents everything in the universe, like the dark and the white. The dark represents the feminine, and the white is the masculine. But within that white fish sort of symbol is a black dot, and within the black is a white. So there's no, totality of one or the other. One, there's always contained,
Right.
So we have, as a human being, I have both the feminine and the masculine.
Right.
So that represents like night and day, hot and cold, right and wrong. But not separate, like in our Western, mind, we have that's what I call the dualistic way of seeing it, where we separate everything, right or wrong.
Yeah.
But here, just two sides of the same thing, like
Right.
happiness and sadness. One isn't better than the other.
Yeah.
It just reflecting, and then if you don't put labels on it, it actually feels the same. And so for me, it's to get rid of all these labels that keep separating us.
Yes.